Alright guys, welcome to Almost Legit Garage. So today I need to do a quick project on the Golf. I got an inner tie rod out, or inner tie rod end that's got some play in it. So we're going to change just that inner tie rod that's bad. Only real problem with doing it yourself is that you technically should have a professional alignment done. I'm going to show you some tricks to try to get it close and kind of set it up yourself, because alignments are expensive. But anyways, I'll get to this. As always, start by jacking up breaking the lug nuts loose, taking the wheel off, and jacking up the car. Not in that order. All right, so we're gonna start. Got the wheel off. We're gonna crack loose the jam nut here. So this particular tie rod is 15 millimeter. Sometimes they move around, and then I honestly just I got these locking adjustable pliers. That's all I've ever really used to break these free, just because it's easy. But you're gonna back it off, and then you're gonna put your jam nut right back there. And then you're going to turn the tie rod out all the way. And then when this comes, or when you are comparing it to the new one, you can set the jam nut to the same length. And your alignment should be pretty much the same, or at least close enough to get it in. We'll do that. Afterwards, I've changed these before, so I actually just have a zip tie holding this inner boot on. Normally it's a spring clamp, but you can't actually tighten them with the steering rack in the car, and zip tie works fine. But anyways, we'll cut that zip tie, we'll pull this boot back, and then we'll be able to get a big wrench on the inside of that tie rod. I'll show you that. All right, so got my big old adjustable wrench on here. I took the boot loose, pulled that out. Now we're just going to undo this and get it out of here. Pretty straightforward. Transfer the boot to the new one, and she should be good. All right. So I had to take this nut off to change the boot over, which makes sense, of course. So I just took, and before I took it off, I used a hacksaw to scratch in there. And then we're gonna kind of line up that edge and the edge of the nut, and that should get us close. Now we just put the new one in, secure everything down, and kind of measure and make sure the toe is pretty close. All right, so now you want to line up your tie rods and start tightening. These are usually pretty stiff. Kind of be careful, make sure they're aligning, and I'm turning the wrench the wrong way. All right, back at it. So I turned the wheel a little bit more to get these things closer, and now it is actually going together. And basically we're just going to turn this in until it hits that jam nut, and it should be pretty close. I'm going to throw my toe plates up, kind of work the wheels back and forth, get everything loosened up, and see where we're at. Hopefully pretty close. I don't have to mess with this a whole lot. But before I do that, I'll also throw new zip tie and try to get that clamp back together. I'll eventually get a new one. If I don't have, I might have one of those, so I'll have to check. But, oh, there we go, we touched. So it should be pretty close. We'll throw some toe plates on, see where we're at. All right, the car's kind of loud, but I'll try to show you this. So I ended up already making some adjustments, but we're, what is that, 13/16. Over here we're about, okay, so we're about 13/16 over here, and a little shy of 3/4 over here. I can't pull it with the camera. But anyways, I had to put a couple turns to get the toe back out where it's supposed to be. But we were pretty close. You could probably drive this to an alignment shop or around for a little bit. Toe plates are a great investment. But anyways, you can set these plates down. Turn the wheel all the way. I'm working on the right side, or the left side, right side. Turn the wheels all the way to the left. And you can actually reach in there with your wrenches and make your tie rod adjustments. But yeah, that's kind of how you're gonna do it. I just gotta tighten up these jam nuts, and we are all set. Kind of see how it. We're gonna kind of see how it. How the steering wheel's off, left or right. We can make minor adjustments just between the two sides and get that figured out. But thanks for watching. Hopefully, I mean, it's a pretty easy process. Just kind of takes a little technique to get it close. Once it's close, you can make your final adjustments. Anyways, subscribe if you haven't.